It's Erev Pesach, and I didn't expect so many people to come, and I very much appreciate it, and thank you all. I decided that for sure I'm going to say a few words, because really most people here either didn't know my father at all, or knew him very superficially, and I felt that it's important for you to know who he was, and so I want to say a few words. Now, the truth is that my father himself very rarely talked about his past. He felt what was done, and we looked to the future. So I don't have a very long history, even though Baruch Hashem, he was 94 and a half when he was Nifter, and we thank Hashem for those very, very many years, and for the opportunity for him to know all his great-grandchildren, which is wish it on us all. I wish it all. In any case, he was born in 1916 in a town called Sandomierz in Poland. Now, it was a town, and he was very proud of the fact that it was a town. He was proud of the fact that in that town some princes of Poland had been buried, and it wasn't a dorf like Efrat, and it wasn't, certainly it wasn't a shtetl, but it was a town, and it had a big river, the Vistula River, running through it. His mother passed away when he was young, and although his father, who was a Melamed, and that goes the Gilgul of who a Melamed is, as both Levi and Michael are Melamedim, and that's a very nice foot for my father, but he didn't feel that his calling was that way. So he went to learn a trade, and he did. He learned a trade. And that was the beginning of something that characterized him all his life. He set his goals, and he reached his goals. Whatever his goals were, he set them for himself, and he reached them. So his goals were to learn to be a tailor, and he learned to be a tailor. His goal was to be a sort of autodidact and to understand literature, so he read all the Russian writers, and Tolstoy and Dostoevsky and everything, on his own. His goals were to go to, eventually, as time went by, when Sandomierz became too small for him, he decided that it was time to go to Warsaw and to see the big city. I think the girls there also were something of importance to him. So he went over to Warsaw, and he continued there as a Zionist. He belonged to the Poel Hatzioni, I think it was called. And he also there continued along.